Ah, friend. My expression wasn't much better than yours when I first saw this. Your eyes aren't deceiving you. It's her. The famous singer, Robin. Well, first of all, can I just say that this had nothing to do with me? I'm just an unlucky bystander here. The family can testify for me. If you don't believe me, just ask anyone in the Bloodhound family. They hate me and they hate the IPC. This is not where the crime happened. What I showed you was a memory. The most basic light cone manifesting tech, authorized by the Garden. Did you really think the Galaxy Ranger was an outsider this whole time? Penacony has made a solemn commitment to protect the safety of anyone inside a family dream. Any person in distress will be forcibly awakened and safely returned to reality. What gives them the confidence to make such conclusive statements? Because behind this promise is the harmony. The family's Dreamweavers link up their minds together to construct an unbreakable defensive line. Breaking through this line of defense to create death in the dreamscape. Not even a memo keeper could do that without the family's permission. Who could have done it, friend? The only one is her. The girl who calls herself a Galaxy Ranger. An imposter. An unsought guest. An emanator who hides her true identity. Ifrit's death was a foregone conclusion. And Robin? Her misfortune was staring right at her. Who will be the next to die? It's fine. Listen to your gut. Building trust always takes time, and I'm willing to wait. I just hope you realize that wherever that legacy is concerned, covert plans are already underway throughout Penacony. Careful you don't get stuck on the wrong side. If I were you, I'd keep my distance from Acheron. After all, any schemes out in the open are always going to be better than a monster in the shadows, right?
Who's to say there isn't an even deeper conspiracy lurking beneath the surface?
Memo Keeper, I think our little deal is
Aventurine is telling the truth.
The IPC is not the Garden, and there are real limits to what they can actually do. Friend, let's not beat around the bush here. The thing is, I want to reach out personally to team up with the Astral Express. I told you I'm just not interested in scrambling for the legacy. I just came to Penacony for work. I'm here to retrieve some lost property for the IPC. This has all become a bad debt thanks to the cancer of all worlds. The IPC has tried sitting down for negotiations. You have no idea how difficult these people are to deal with. Put it this way. They've hushed up the existence of death before. It'll just quietly float off like a bubble and pop. That's not fair, right? So then, friend, I need your help. I have but only one goal. The family's front door is like a high wall, and to tear the whole thing down, I'll have to dig out a few chunks first. Now we have our chance. So long as we can get to the truth behind her death, we can have justice for Robin. Truly a once-in-a-blue-moon opportunity. I've been This tragic news would be extremely bad for the family, so they'll be doing everything they can to stop it leaking, especially to the IP. But I trust that there are still a few factions that remain exceptions. And that's why I need you all. You get to find out really what happened and seek justice. And I get to put it toward completing my mission for the IPC. It's what you call a win-win. Don't worry, just head back and talk. That navigator is really smart. she must understand the value. Oh, and take this. A thorough investigation can all... So long, friend. I really am looking forward to uncovering the truth about death with everyone.
Aventurine just sauntered off. He really doesn't mean to force it, but something...
What now? What are your...
Black Swan. What is she?
On the surface, this doesn't look like a bad deal for you. But Aventurine is that he doesn't know about Miss Firefly yet. But, judging by your reaction, he may have noticed something going on, and deliberately shifted topics to the truth of death, to try and pull you in line. That's quick thinking and very sound logic. Aventurine is no fool, and working with that is something I agree on. Anyway, be careful out there. There's more than one way to blaze a trail. As for the other questions, it's all happened so quickly, I can only make conjecture. After leaving here, go have a chat. Come, this way. It's a short walk. Don't get lost. This way. This is where we part ways. Unfortunately, the remembrance doesn't lie. What we just saw is the reality that happened. Follow your heart, and don't be afraid. We all walk through this world casting shadows of different lengths, and all... hold on just a sec. There you go. A small parting gift. If one day you unfortunately fall, I also pay great attention to the ways of the world. Just think of this as an apology from me for hiding something from you. Then, I've something private to take care of regarding that Galaxy Ranger. What fascinating memories will you bring for me next time we meet? Nice.
A family rep. Is Himiko okay? So much has happened. I should take a moment to gather my thoughts.
Better unsheath that blade now, Ranger.
Do you still dream, Hunter? Of those slain by your hand?
It appears the outcome has already been determined.
We're still alive, as are you. We still have room to make a choice. Leave the music box behind, and then go.
Choice. The bloody trail of the destruction leaves no room for hesitation.
the Taurus fire demon. Even if you sacrifice your life for that eon, you won't get special treatment.
Ranger, you'll tread the narrow path of the hunt. You could never understand. We come from the fire, and are born bathed in fire. We spread, burn, and destroy, until all the kindling and burning forms the entire life of a fire demon. From the beginning to the end.
Your companions don't seem to think so. They fight for your chance at survival.
They are my children, and just as I was, they are flames that have yet to burn white hot. They're still young, I know, and my flames are faint, and time is running out. Can you see the planet of festivity?
Why?
Because on the path they have forged, Emanator, you cannot hide your true identity. Draw. Destruction is intense, but brief.
Even if the answer turns out to be your own destruction.
What is important is not the answer, but that it exists. Just as you exist. Just as even sweet dreams may be born of the void, the so-called...
All right. I accept.
You shall witness the most brilliant...
A bottomless dream. Yeah, this blade remains in its scabbard not out of pity or scorn. It's a personal secret that I don't want to disclose, but... I'll reveal the truth to you. The hunt is not the path I truly follow. May death be the end of your boundless dream, guiding you back to the waking world. I still see them in my dreams. Hold it. Your time hasn't come yet.
My time.
I've seen many clever disguises that can conceal appearances. They can never cover up who a person really is. You had no desire to kill the Trailblazer. You only did what you did to drive me and the Memo Keeper away, but... why? Did Destiny's slave make you do it?
You know, Elio.
I thought this is just the kind of thing that'd get written into your script.
My script has always been brief. Other than that, anything beyond that is He knows my nature. There is but a single destiny. However, you appear to be ignorant of this. So it's time for me to inquire. Who exactly are you?
Not your enemy, perhaps.
That's not what I asked.
I don't deserve your curiosity. Loners wandering the cosmos always have their secrets. Take me. I've also been one. Maybe I can help.
What reason would you have for doing that?
I tend to forget things. Which is why, rather than memories, I'm accustomed to using my emotions to capture. I know who is inside that cold armor. How about it? Ready to take off that armor and sit down for a talk?
It's not yet time. I don't need help, but I can give you a suggestion that would make things better for you and me.
If your goal is the Watchmaker's legacy, then go look into the family. Not only are they covering up the existence of death,
Already on it.
and the Astral Express is no enemy of yours.
I know that. I just never expected to hear you say. What's next, then? The Trailblazer's been taken by Black Swan.
No need for that. No harm in mentioning that Elio's only given me one instruction. Yet I tried settling this in an easier and more direct way. But as you can see, here I am.
The so-called impossible is merely something that has yet to happen. That's it. Before we split, can I ask you one more thing? Is there anything else in your script about me? I'd like to know what kind of footnote I get to leave in that few.
Unfortunately, not a thing came up.
I knew it.
Hang on.
Don't. What?
Your first question was, do you still have dreams about everyone who died? Because I don't. Never have. I was born without the ability to dream. I live so. I really...
Is that so? Then you're already living in the waking world.
We heard about Miss Firefly from Black Swan, but we never...
I'm sorry.
Reality cruises on in serenity, while undercurrents bubble up from the dreamscape. Stay strong, everyone. We can still do what we can for them. Starting with...
Let's recap everything then. The Trailblazer just reminded me of something.
Indeed, we trust that the Nameless has nothing to do with this. And we also beg each of you to help assist the family in verifying the identity.
Looking back, he seemed a little evasive at the time. And he also failed to mention anything about the
The family's planning on covering up all news about Miss Robin's death. If new...
But the murder that followed closely after was obviously beyond their anticipation. The family had to try and turn things to their advantage.
It may also be that Miss Firefly's murder had so many witnesses that it couldn't be covered up. So they went with the flow and let more people on the scene to control the situation. After all, the nature of the two murders is fundamentally different.
All the while accusing that Galaxy Ranger.
Are we missing the forest?
At this point, I'm afraid the only ones we can trust are ourselves.
Look, let's try to gather intel first and then list all the possible outcomes we can. Then we go through them, eliminating contradictions one by one. I've still got this sense of foreboding. It's like we're stuck in a whirlpool, spinning around that legacy even after everything that's happened.
This time we're playing the role of a real detective. But before we start...
As I see things, the family harbors no ill will towards the Astral Express. If they didn't trust the crew, they wouldn't have casually commissioned outsiders to investigate. Plus, this is the family's turf. As for that Aventurine, well...
He's complex. He deliberately slow-played his hand during negotiations. He appealed convincingly to both reason and emotion. It wasn't forced, but the intent was obvious. Still, it's good to have contacts among all this uncertainty. Aventurine showed his skills, and as far as our interests are, we also need to keep a certain distance from the family. Never let them get too close. Teaming up with the IPC helps back.
So you suggest accepting Aventurine's proposal to team?
Yes. It's risky, but we can only wait until both sides have played their cards before making any further judgments.
I get why, but there's a whole lot of bad guys and girls around here. And I'm worried about getting stabbed in the back. She's been bullied a few times now, and I can't stand it anymore. No, I can't accept. Forget about it. Just let me keep an eye on him. If that.
Then, could you please reply to Aventurine? Everyone.
Looks like Aventurine is happy with this outcome. Let's tell everyone about it.
Aventurine's goal is to try and recapture Penacony for IPC. To do this, he'll have to... The existence of death will be covered up by the family. So how does he plan on taking them down? I'm just speculating. He's clearly a born gambler if he's willing to go all in to win.
Aventurine said something that concerns me. He accused that Galaxy Ranger of killing Robin without any evidence whatsoever, but said nothing about her connection. It was a groundless accusation, which only serves to make him seem. Maybe Aventurine's goal was never to gain our trust. Maybe he wanted to foster a feeling of enmity. However, I asked Don Hung back on the Express to confirm that story about the Annihilation Gang. You've met her many times now. What's your impression of Miss Acheron? That fits the stereotype of a gal, eccentric, unpredictable, and fond of being alone.
I hope it's not too soon to bring it up, but I feel like Miss Robin, because aren't we supposed to be inside a dream? How could someone die in a... Whenever I see the Grand Theater, No. After all, they've brought everyone this sleepy dreamscape, which everyone's still having a great time out there on the streets. Nobody knows what's happened. Aw, what a mess. I really want a nice... But then I'd be...
Looks like Aventurine doesn't need anything else. Let's turn our attention to the family's assignment for now.
Among our current clues, the two murders that she witnessed are the most directly connected. One thing I'm curious about is, if a person dies in a dream, what happens to them in real life? Seeing as we're at the family's behest...
How about we split off into two groups? There are still some things worth focusing on.
Worth focusing on?
Huh? Aw, I thought I'd finally get to see Himeko and Mr.
I would... Honored guest, could you come out for a second?
I'd be embarrassed too, getting stared at like that.
Forgive me. My name is Welt Yang. I'm one of the crew members on the Astral Express.
Well,
Is there something about my name?
First, don't you want to know my name?
I already do, Miss Acheron. You're a prominent figure in Penacony.
What are they saying about me?
Some claim that you're the real culprit behind these murders, that the Annihilation Gang's tragic fate at the banquet was a result of your
The Annihilation Gang?
Ifrit of Everflame Mansion.
Tragic fate. That Duke turned his dying body to flames and sacrificed his life as a martyr. He was a determined and heroic pathstrider. Not even a villain should be disparaged like this. And what's more, there were plenty of suspects invited. Do they really think that a blade is more dangerous than that black hole you're wielding?
Keen intuition. Not even the family managed to point out the truth behind this cane. So you must surely know, Miss Acheron, that peering into a black hole is not a wise move. As a potential threat, reveal your true identity and intentions. Otherwise, brace yourself for gravitational disintegration.
That shouldn't be necessary. But if it makes the Nameless feel less defensive, I'll be happy to abide. Believe it or not, Galaxy Ranger, Acheron. Those are the names I go by to this very day. My trip to... I'm here for the Watchmaker's legacy. And that's it. I think...
Still unwilling to reveal your true identity?
It's not that I don't want to. It's just that I can't. I've come so far, and I can't sum up all of that in just a few... Everyone has their own unspeakable past. Secrets that they don't want to be revealed. And I won't be asking any more questions. Such as why the Astral Express is roaming around the cosmos with a Stellaron on board. Is she okay? That memo keeper didn't do anything, right?
She's fine. Let's just stick with the topic. Gaining my trust depends on how much you're willing to reveal.
I've run around many different Penacony dreamscapes just to try and find that legacy. And during this period, I came into contact with quite a few guests. In the process, I gradually came to realize the secret of Penacony may be closely related to the Trailblaze. That's why I've come to ask for your help. I don't have enough proof yet, but I'd like to speculate something. The source of all tragedy lies within the family. If you could trust me, we could find the proof to support this claim together. Mr. Yang, I think you've come to the same conclusion, haven't you?
Let's leave it at that. For now, I'll choose to believe that you bear no hostility. Share your findings with me and me alone. I don't want vague conjecture to interfere with other people's judgments before we find solid proof.
By the way, would you like something to drink? Before we go, how about 2 cups of Wake the Heck? Because the conversation coming up.
I've been watching her closely for a while now, and the first invitation was in the bank. She just sat in one corner, keeping silent, chugging down a couple cups of Wake the Heck Up. I told her it's a pungent, bitter beverage, not the taste of...
Really? But I don't taste any.
The guest rooms are charmingly minimalist. An aesthetic you share, Miss Acheron. It's a cinch. This music box. The invitation received by the Annihilation Gang. You see, memories of you are not yours alone. They travel in other people, other things. I know the Annihilation Gang, that band of desperados who all disappeared after meeting you. What exactly happened to them? Well, let me reveal all. There it is. It's hazy, but it's Ifrit's voice. The other one is probably his progeny. This is the residual memory from when the invitation was first delivered. They were abruptly interrupted.
They sought refuge in a land of sleep, merely wishing for undisturbed rest. O children of the flame, this marks your rite of passage.
She won't be necessary. I alone am enough.
When have those on the path of destruction feared death?
The Everflame Mansion has set out on a journey. Those poor people, they have no idea what lies in wait ahead of them. Memory recovery is going well, but slowly. She'll be here soon, and time is short. There's nobody else here, so there's no need to be done. What happened? The memory after that is blank. How is that possible? This music box fell into Acheron's hands, and she brought it to Penacony. That's a fact, and that's how it should have gone. But along the way... it's like it's been erased. Who's done this? Who are you? Who are you? It's... no. Is this not a memory?
Oh, a memo keeper. Do you serve the Garden of Recollection? Or the Cremators? My name is Constance. A pleasure to meet you. We were supposed to meet in Penacony and spend an unforgettable time together. But that seems unrealistic. Dolly is not welcome on the Banquet Star, and I don't need a coming-of-age ceremony. And you? I know what you're looking for. Want her secret? I can give it to you. And then, you can enjoy the banquet for me. I wish you unforgettable memories.
Oh. A phone. Wanna listen in?
A few days ago, the IPC made an announcement. Under the watchful guidance of the Marketing Development Department, and in accordance with the interstellar peace, the formation of the Sigonian sovereignty is of great historical significance to the Sigonia system. This move puts an end to the planet's long and bloody history, turning the sensational Kataka-Avgin extinction event into a distant memory.
Sigonia 4 is located in an unclaimed zone at the intersection of the Denise, Prothean, and Dorneau star clusters. The planet's surface environment is known for being extremely harsh, constantly faced with the threat of impact from small-scale celestial objects. This is why very few intelligent species have made this planet their home, dividing themselves into several tribes to eke out nomad lifestyles as they struggle to survive the arid desert wilderness. They have developed their own folk beliefs that are independent.
Sigonia. Sigonia. Ravenous eye of the storm, spurned by all the gods. Land of rock, but not water. Lightning, but not rain. You promised us a land of honey, yet yoked us beneath a sword of bitterness. Oh, Gaia! Triclops, if thou can hear me, when you took his father, my child was still sleeping in my belly. And where my husband went, I don't ask for a peaceful death. Just for you to tell me. Otherwise, why would this child be born to face impending death?
Mommy! 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 Rain! It's raining!
Raining? Raining!
It's raining! It's true! The Wilders weren't lying to us. They really did summon the rain. Mommy, we can...
Back home. Darling, listen. This is the sound of rain. Such a lucky child. Such a blessed child. Just like... May the goddess Gayatri close. Keep your blood. Let your journey be full, and your schemes forever concealed. Welcome to this sad world, Kakavasha.
Time to wake up, gambler.
Oh heavens. I must have drunk too much salt.
Just as you guessed. Nobody outside knows about Robin's death. There aren't even baseless conspiracy theories. They're still...
Of course. Who could imagine that death would actually descend upon the idyllic dream created by the family? To be honest with you, I didn't believe it. I even tested it a few times myself. Until I discovered that I couldn't actually die. That's why I'm convinced that there are a few big secrets lurking behind the scenes.
Then you must have heard about the Memory Zone meme. When I graciously deigned to establish connections with the Oak family on your behalf, besides Robin, there was another body. I don't know the exact details, just that it was...
2 murder cases? I told you something seemed off about the Nameless. This murderer is a psycho. I have to say, the case does represent an opportunity. We can leverage the family's malfeasance and it's just that their trickery runs deeper than I thought. Robin's stand-in was all ready to go. These 2 murders are definitely getting... what should we do? Let me think. It's too rare an opportunity to miss out on, so I gotta be careful.
Incredible, gambler. Have you already exhausted your limited repertoire of tricks so soon?
There are plenty of chips, but it'd be best to choose carefully. The most straightforward... Robin is what she calls the mute. She has lost her voice, and while most people can't pick up on it, you and I cannot mistake that sound. Not produced by any voice box. If that girl hadn't gone hoarse from singing practice, there'd only be one possibility. Something was up with the family. Or Robin herself. To get to the bottom of it, but she died. Right before my very eyes.
A complete and utter loss. Incidentally, it seems to have resulted in your rather undignified arrival. There were eyewitnesses at the scene, and the family, in their graciousness, has tentatively accepted your alibi. However, for the foreseeable future...
Well, things aren't looking too optimistic, Doctor. Starting to break out in a cold sweat. Do you reckon... there's still any chance of a comeback, given how things are?
A probability?
Yes, it exists, but it verges on the infinitesimal. But if you simply can't control yourself and want to try your hand, then there just so happens to be a suitable candidate. That man wants to see you again.
Who?
Sunday.
Is this a public hearing or a private trial?
If it were the former, it would hardly befit my stature to stoop to the role of a mere messenger.
Fine. Well, that's great. It's all great. You see, the dead can't talk, but the living can. Ratio, I'm convinced now that there must be something wrong inside the family. Oh, just you wait and see. Well, without any further ado, let's set off. Lead the way. The show is about to begin.
We're here. The Dewlight Pavilion is the Oak family's fortress and a place where heads of the families meet to discuss great plans for Penacony.
Fortress? I like this metaphor. I dealt with the warlords of the Amanicus star system not long ago, and their synchronized orbital manor wasn't this heavily guarded.
This mansion nominally belongs to Sunday, and is very befitting of its owner. Without his express invitation, the likes of ordinary guests would—
Hey, Doc, whose side are you on anyway?
Who's to say I won't sell you out?
We'll see. When we meet the authoritarian master of the Oak family, I'll pry an answer out of him.
Follow me and I'll bring you to his parlor. Hold your tongue and let me deal with the members.
Hey, you two! That's a place of business. No entry.
I was requested by Mr. Sunday to—
Oh, I remember you. Veritas Ratio.
Excuse me?
The one on your head. Of course, it's nothing compared to mine.
Right, and as I mentioned—
That's because you can't see it. Like I say, oh.
It seems like the idiocy index here.
Dead end?
The door is shut tight. Looks like we're on our own.
I mean, there isn't a door.
For security reasons, the family built the administrative site deep in the dreamscape. On the previous occasion, an attendant named Kona—
Maybe we should do the same. Let's— This is hardly enough for a seat at the table. I'll take it.
Six nightingales facing in different directions.
But are these nightingales?
They are. What's wrong?
How can nightingales be so huge? They look more like—
There are no eagles in the 5 families, only—
Just as I thought. Here's the correct answer.
A truly miraculous discovery.
Really?
I was being...
Impressive.
Do you need me to remind you? We're in a dreamscape. No matter how grand the mansion looks, it...
Yeah, you're right. The only way to destroy... This is hardly enough for a seat at the table.
Hold on.
Huh? What's wrong?
No, but this door is locked.
My friend? Did you really make an appointment with him?
It's a trial. You got to prove your worth to Sunday before you can speak with him. If I'm not wrong, we need to find a way to open this door in the hall.
Oh, an escape room. My favorite.
Get serious. I've no time for games.
Wow. That's an enormous sandpit. I'd love to build a tall building for myself. Oh, look. There's a noticeable...
There wasn't a gap before.
Well, with your brilliant mind, you shouldn't have any trouble recalling what was here.
Of course. Let's look around. When I see it, I will know it.
Fine. Fine. Why do I feel that we're pursuing a degree in burglary now?
Found it. This is it.
Follows luck, just like it always does. And the nameplate reads Gulliver's Arch.
If I were you, I would shut my mouth.
This reminds me of one of those buildings. Oh, look. The gap is closed. Oh, good heavens.
Indeed.
Oh, Doctor, you're huge. Oh, actually, I think we could make this work for us. Just find a way to slip me into... Oh, fine. I was just kidding. Let's find a way to open the door.
to the I am an oak soldier. I will be.
And tell.
Hello! I am an oak soldier. I will be. Model. Happy please beat model.
What's up with that? Now the family's toys are trying to frame me? Oh, capsule machine. There's no mechanism on the floor. So, I was right. These models have interiors that look exactly like the real buildings. The only difference is that no one lives in them. Funny that Sunday puts a miniature that makes him seem like a giant by comparison, right where he can see it first thing in the morning. Insecure much? Spend freely.
Feeling sticky? Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game!
It's on me.
Can you find the answer?
Earth shatters, heaven trembles!
Go nappy!
Spend freely. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Feeling sticky? Liquidation! Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game!
Oh, one of the fragments flew upstairs. I'll need to use the pinball machine to flick myself up there. But it's tough. Oh, great. Doc! I'll need your...
There's no need to yell. I can hear you. Finally, a moment of peace.
I've been soaring above the land. This is permanent! Answer me.
Liquidation!
Test. 0 points.
Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game!
Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Can you find
the answer.
Riveter!
Answer me! Zero waste! That's it. Pleasant moments of solitude are always fleeting.
Oh, you're back. Just place it here. Thanks, Doc. Horatio, you should come in here and take a look. The view here is breathtaking. Honestly, you could easily... All done. Piece of cake. The joyous tour of Toy City has come to an end. Makes me feel sad. Penacony isn't all bad, right? I'll use this interesting experience as a talking point at the poker table.
It's a pity you made it out of the sandpit alive. Sunday is just beyond the...
Yeah, only...
Tell me about your...
I don't have a plan. I'll just play it by ear.
Looks like sincerity isn't...
Am I not sincere enough? And I'll help him find the murderer.
On what basis?
Simple. That was just an excuse. Moreover, I need to know her identity. If I'm lucky. But honestly, the murder case, we'll see. Using Robin's death as a bargaining chip, I'll win back my... If the chance of winning is just beyond this door, even if that chance is close to zero, well... you can't win if you don't play, right?
Ah, the charming...
3 chips are enough. All or nothing.
It seems my puzzles are too effortless for you, IPC Ambassador.
I appreciate your words. And I see you put a lot of effort into welcoming me, Mr. Sunday. However, this is no way to greet a guest.
Well, this isn't an invitation, but a summoning. Before we speak, I need to test your character. I imagine this knowledgeable doctor friend of yours has been of great help, yes?
Certainly. You ought to know this better than I do.
Yes, the doctor has assured me of your noble character. He considers you, like himself, a virtuous person who can be trusted by the family. I have come to know you very well as a person, Mr. Aventurine. You're diligent, generous, and willing to cooperate. The fact that you succeeded in overcoming many obstacles just to meet me gave me the reason to believe in your wisdom and courage. But there's one thing I must ask you. That is, you've used your wisdom at the wrong place to meet the wrong person and put your...
You don't look too well. If not, then it means I'm on your side.
If I wasn't mistaken, you'd just made a serious...
No, you weren't mistaken. For depravity, there's no need for us to be evasive. Let's talk about your sister. Your sister's talent is unrivaled in the world of show business. As you know, her voice has been out of tune since she returned to Penacony. What's more, who could be responsible for this? Many suspect the culprit is among the outsiders, but now your noble status has become a shackle, preventing you from apprehending the murderer and avenging your sister's death. You're feeling anxious because you're out on a limb. But don't worry, I'm on your side.
I'm immensely honored by your concern for me, Mr. Aventurine. Since you're so selfless and generous, I believe you wouldn't ask for anything in return.
Well, naturally, you wouldn't incur any loss from this. I just want to reclaim what is mine.
The box in which the cornerstone is stored.
That's right.
Cornerstone. I've heard it's a treasured asset of the Strategic Investment Department. A sacred stone that seals the Preservation Emanator, granting significant power. And every liquidation specialist holds one. For an object so precious, it probably comes at an even higher price than other forms.
Well, I'm sure you're aware of the high level of risk I'll be undertaking to bring the truth to light.
Mr. Aventurine, when you're out and about, do you always make adjustments to your appearance? Your tie should be on the center line. Your shirt must not protrude from your vest. Your trouser creases should be perfectly straight.
Of course.
But I don't, because it's not appropriate to do so in public. I'm not the kind that takes risks. The cornerstone must be in the custody of the family.
No room for negotiation.
Please, don't let me turn you down.
Sure. The gift money is good enough. I suppose you wouldn't mind that.
You compromised quicker than I thought. Unfortunately, it's a gambler that needs a bargaining chip, not a merchant. The fact that you can decisively forsake the box you asked for, what exactly is stored? Oh, triple-faced soul, please sear his tongue and palms with a...
What have you done?
Under the light of the harmony, all wickedness is revealed. I implore them to shed their light, and I'll ask you questions on their behalf. Next.
And if I refuse to answer?
You can try, and we'll see if the harmony rejects you. Question. Do you own a cornerstone?
Yes.
What a simple answer. You, too, understand that idle chatter leads only to poverty. Did you hand over the cornerstone to the family when you entered Penacony?
Yes.
Does the cornerstone you handed over to the family belong to you?
Yes.
Is your cornerstone in this room right now?
Yes.
Is your memory free from any kind of tampering or deletion, encompassing but not restricted to the technique?
Yes.
Are you an Avgin from Sigonia?
Yes. You even know about that?
Do the Avgins have any ability to read, tamper with, or manipulate one's own or another's mind?
No. Does it matter?
Do you love your family more than yourself?
Yes.
All the Avgins were killed in a massacre. Am I right?
No.
Are you your clan's sole survivor?
Perhaps.
Do you hate and wish to destroy this world with your own hands?
I don't know.
Interesting. Now, the final question. Can you swear that at this very moment, the Aventurine stone is safe and sound in this box? Looks like we can get an answer. Open it, Mr. Aventurine. It's your last chance to defend your honor. Please. Are these what you're looking for? Since you came as promised, learned doctor, does this mean that you are willing to take the side of the family in this farce?
What makes you think you can convince me?
I've heard you haven't enjoyed Mr. Aventurine's company. I also understand that you're an avid learner who sees the pursuit of knowledge above all.
In that case, you ought to realize that a competent scholar knows their position and wouldn't forsake more vital matters for the sake of petty pride.
If you agree to assist the family, I'll share our research findings on the Stellaron. You must be quite aware that...
Cut to the chase. What do you...
I need Mr. Aventurine's comprehensive plan.
Haven't you confiscated his cornerstone? You can't
But I've also heard the 10 elites in the Strategic Investment Department have united, progressing together in the interests of the IPC.
You'll have to speak more clearly than that.
The cornerstone, which Mr. Aventurine surrendered, was it really his?
You question whether he would entrust you with someone else's cornerstone. The 10 Stonehearts aren't as united as you think. Cornerstones are—
But you know that he's a crazed gambler. The more vocal he is about it, the...
I never imagined someone would share his way of thinking. Honestly, you should see a shrink. Bring it. The box containing the cornerstone is unique, and only IPC senior staff and related members can access it. But I happen to be among them.
I appreciate it.
Unfortunately, your guess is correct.
The golden stone. Its color and...
This is the very ruse he intends to use to fool you. He won't reveal to you that the 10 Stonehearts chisel their own will into the cornerstones. And this golden stone is also known as a topaz, not a Aventurine. And it belongs to Topaz. So, do you wish to confront him?
Not at the moment. I'm more interested to know the location of his cornerstone.
The safest place somewhere you'd never think of. Because he never intended to hide it. In fact, that cornerstone has been in your hands from the very beginning.
I see. This bag. Mixing a cornerstone. More precious than life, it's...
Then he makes up some trivial excuse, downplaying the matter, and requests the gift money. This is a gamble, one he's all too familiar with. Betting on your single misstep, leading to a total loss.
Learned Doctor, I am grateful for your help. The family will surely reward a righteous person like you. As for the villain, it was all thanks to your friend with a keen eye that I could add a blot of utter failure to your storied career. Ratio, you wretch. Finally shown your true colors, huh? Oh, and just to remind you, you currently only have 17 system hours left to live. Treasure your remaining time, and savor the delectable aftertaste of defeat. You might as well explain yourself a little more clearly. What I performed on you just now was the Harmony's consecration. You were to show allegiance beneath the illumination of their grace. Yet you acted willfully, uttering nothing but falsehoods.
Is this what the Harmony represents? But is it built upon constraint and coercion?
You misunderstand, Mr. Aventurine. Punishment is meant for the irreverent. Throughout these 17 system hours, you will be unable to escape the dreamscape or contact any of your companions. You only have 2 paths before you, and it all depends on whether you can complete my test within the time limit. Should you succeed, you will be able to coalesce into the Harmony and be with your family. If you fail, you will suffer the wrath of the eternal Centurion and fall into an abyss of doom.
Sounds like I'm gonna end up the same either way.
I indeed do need a servant to help me uncover the evil hidden in the family from an external perspective. I will purge the evil from the inside and bring when the time comes. Compare your findings with mine. If both our findings align, or if you can provide me more insights, then they will truly be able to grant you mercy and honesty.
Shameless hypocrites. You took everything from me and still demand the truth? That isn't fair. Your carnival reeks with the stench of cash. Nothing is achievable without it.
This is meant to be an act of personal virtue, not requiring the family's support. Your bag is over there. Do as you please. I believe you can trade this bag of worthless. Off you go, Mr. Aventurine. You are free. I will wait here for your good news.
This meeting isn't an interrogation or a negotiation. It's an outright execution.
Why would I do that, Mr. Aventurine? I'm just wondering what a passerby who stumbled upon a scene of a murder could have found out. That's all. By the way, before you go, I have a personal question.
What is it now?
Do you truly wish to bring about the destruction of this world?
Kavasha! Where did you go? Oh, are you injured? I got it back, sister. You went to look for them? That's too dangerous. It's just a necklace. It's neither food nor water. We can survive without it. I can't live without you, little brother. Promise me not to look for those catechins again.
Sister, don't be afraid. The catechins are fools, but I'm smart.
One? What happened exactly? Tell me.
I made a bet with them. The 2 birds in the desert and me. Who will die first? I won. They suspected me of cheating, but I didn't. I won fair and square.
Of course you'd win. You've always been a lucky child. Gaiathra Triclops must be watching over you.
But that's no reason to push your luck by going up against those bloodthirsty, cruel catechins. Have you forgotten how Mom and Dad...
Look, this is just a necklace. But Kakavasha, you are my only family.
I'm sorry, sister. I thought you'd be happy. Because Mom left you this necklace. There'll be no next time.
It is important. But not as important as you, my dearest brother. I don't blame you, but you must remember what Mom said. Pain and poverty are the trials of Gaiathra Triclops. She has also granted us a chance. And that's your good luck, Kakavasha. You're a child blessed by Gaiathra Triclops and can lead the clan to happiness. So always remember to protect yourself and never resent the pain and poverty you're going through. All right? Listen to me and swear to Gaiathra Triclops.
Okay. We'll swear to Gaiathra Triclops to protect this wealth. But sister, if Gaiathra Triclops was really watching over us, then why did she not protect Dad when he was swept away by the quicksand? After all, Dad went to the Catechins' land only to prepare for Gaiathra Triclops' offerings. And where was Gaiathra Triclops when Mom was shivering in our arms? Mom was still pleading for Gaiathra Triclops' forgiveness under her breath, until the moment she closed her eyes. Sister, everyone praises me for being smart, but I don't get it. If every rainpour was Gaiathra Triclops' forgiveness and grace, then how bad were our sins? So much so that we were born in this world of death?
Excuse me. I can't seem to find any information on this artist in the Iris family archives.
Just as I thought.
Are you referring to the records when you enter the dream pool? The equipment will monitor physiological indicators, such as heart rate, blood oxygen levels, and body temperature in real time. This data... I apologize. The hotel does not have access. This information is managed by the Bloodhound.
Looks like nothing can be found here.
At least we know who to look for next. Thank you for your assistance, Miss Allie. By the way, is...
Fine? What does that mean? Is there something wrong with Miss Robin? The preparation...
Sure enough, no one knows about Miss... But that Miss Firefly is truly mysterious. There's no information on her in the hotel system. She's also in the running for the legacy. How is she going to sneak into the dreamscape on...
Is there any other way to enter a dream?
The Memo Keepers have abilities that are difficult for normal people to comprehend. In the memory zone of Penacony, they thrive effortless. The hacker girl from the Stellaron Hunters used extraordinary means to unlock the Dreamscape Hotel's seal. According to
the Garden of Recollection and the Stellaron Hunters. Both are
Who are you guys? The Bravo team has arrived at their designated position. Armed evacuation? What do you know? It's more efficient this way. Just don't let... Help me! I spent all my year-end bonus on the stuff.
Hey, check it out. That place. Could it be the
To all guests, the IPC will be conducting special operations with the...
I'll request a beating for you lot! You've been told not to drink during work. Take him back to the hotel room. I'll organize a meeting later to properly go over how this incident report should be written.
Miss Topaz? I never thought I'd run into you on Penacony.
Oh, long time no see, Astral Express crew. It's fine. Do as they ask and try to avoid any conflicts with the family. Report. As you see, the IPC isn't very popular here on Penacony. Cordia, only a Venturine who carries an invitation is allowed to attend the banquet. An entourage.
No wonder a Venturine's scrambling to partner up with someone. The IPC can't...
His situation isn't optimistic, I hear.
Thank you, Miss Topaz.
Yep. They're tailing us right now. Why not go and talk to them? They don't think so.
We're carrying out our captain's orders.
We made a mistake last time, and we're working hard to rectify it now. We don't have...
So that's it. They were the pair who were after Firefly at the time.
It's you again.
Well, spit it out. Stop.
So you know each other. That's right. We're investigating a murder for the family.
Well...
Hey! The security officer instructed everyone to shut their traps before he returned from Dream's Edge. What murder?
That's right.
Looks like they're not going to cooperate. But
why don't we just look for the security officer then?
How does it feel to be in business with Event? That's just his style. But Aventurine's luck has always been good. As for the two cases, apologies, but I don't have much info on them either. All I can do is...
Such tight security. I bet they're stumped by the case as well. Gallagher.
Apologies. The Bloodhound family is... Hold on a minute.
How much trouble have you stirred up exactly?
Not possible. It was you the last time yelling about some clockwork friendship while beating me. I'm not letting you get by this time.
Huh?
hold on, sir. We have documents authorized by the family that would aid your investigation.
Who exactly is this Gallagher you keep talking?
He didn't send you all here?
It was the security officer?
He'll do. He's the one we've been looking for.
Sorry, no can do. The boss said that since it's a matter of the family's reputation, everyone, please leave. There's really no need for it.
We're really sorry for troubling you. Let's think of another way.
Another way. That's it! Didn't they say something about that? What was it? Clockwork? That got this guy to change his mind. Can you perform it again? That, clocky magic. Please?
Sorry, no can do. The boss said that since it's a matter of the family's reputation, everyone, please leave.
Me.
Whoa! Time to clock out! And no one's...
What?
Huh? At least he won't be getting in our way again.
I was wondering what all the commotion was. Huh. Oh, it's you guys. Well...
Hello, Mr. Gallagher, sir. Judging from your tone, it sounds...
Miss Himiko, you're too polite. There's no need to call me sir.
Mr. Gallagher, you even know my name.
Of course I do. You folks are from the legendary Astral Express. I had an encounter with this lady in the golden hour. I remember that. I'm sorry for what happened to that kid.
This is also the reason why we've come to visit you, Mr. Gallagher. The Express can't just overlook the death of that child. So we've decided to help the family get to the bottom of it, in the hopes of...
The Nameless involved with the family.
Why? What's...
It's nothing. On Penacony, everyone loves the family. No matter how much one resists the beautiful dream, when the time comes, they...
Mr. Gallagher seems to be...
But you got it wrong. I'm not. You want to discuss the case? Sure. Even after that chilling tragedy, this dream is still running. Other than the family of the Harmony, it's hard to imagine any other power in the...
The family itself is a huge, perfect building. Like, each member of the family sees themselves as a piece of the divine puzzle.
Interesting analogy. Perhaps that's why Penacony's beautiful.
The human body has its limits, and so does the divine's.
That doesn't sound like the kind of comment a Galaxy Ranger would make.
Just pointing out the facts. Mr. Yang will definitely have a better sense of what's going on than I do.
Why do you say that, Miss Acheron?
The beautiful dream is crumbling. But not because of a particular eon, a particular faction, or a particular visitor. Its collapse stems from as people immerse their souls in the dreamscape, where consequences and pain cease to exist. Also, this necrosis will diffuse and spread. One piece of the puzzle.
In the end, the dreams that people built in the name of freedom became... I'm sure you've gained a lot from this trip, Miss Acheron.
Of course. That's if I remember. Don't mind me. It's just a habit. Owing to events in the past, I've become easily forgetful.
Take your time.
Can I actually do it?
The moment of daybreak. I've heard that's where...
Behind the dreamscape's song and dance stand many imagination factories. Workers, they say it will suffice. Experiencing the bizarre and motley dreamscape is the best reward. There I encountered a young woman who had just come of age. The perfect time to indulge in beautiful dreams. Her greatest wish was to one day move. For certain reasons, her wish was difficult. This is what I've seen and heard alone. Someone once said to me, Penacony wasn't like this a long time ago. Nor should it be. I've traveled through the reality and dreamscape of the planet of festivities. Watched the tides of night rise and fall when time stopped for people. Where the spirits of the rich and impoverished remain forever fixed. This is why I think the collapse of the beautiful dream is inevitable.
There might be a way to change everything.
Perhaps. But if this is indeed the world that people desire,
Miss Acheron, now... There was a man from my homeland who, at a time when the world was grappling with, he wove together the dreams of everyone in the world, linking people's dreamscapes, and shouldered this burden himself. And since that moment, the giant stood between heaven and earth, becoming the pillar of the... They slumbered in a dream, devoid of disaster and pain, living out their days peacefully in the man's created utopia. And it is because of the wishes of those people who wished not to awaken that this...
And yet, you stand here right now. Which also means that man failed.
Because people must always move towards the future. Even if human weaknesses make them pause when they truly cannot move forward, humanity will eventually... And that man, he was never a failure. Like everyone in that world, he was the sun chaser of legend, soaring towards the sky and embracing his final victory with his fall. He ascended to heights uncharted, only to come face to face with the sun, a place not visited by anyone before. His wings would melt because of it, only for him to fall into the sea. And after that, countless others would surpass him, soaring to even greater heights.
A fitting metaphor for the Nameless's trailblazing spirit. Thank you, Mr. Yang. I know what you wish to confirm. The universe has innumerable similar, yet different worlds. I too have embarked on journeys, encountering old friends with familiar faces on different worlds, witnessing their destinies follow paths similar to mine. So I will tell you, even if not completely similar, the story you just told. I ended that man's life. Alone. I am not who you think I am. Nor will my home be as fortunate as your world.
I am sorry.
It's fine. I don't mind.
There's something I still wish to know, Miss Acheron.
Mr. Yang, before answering that question, I wish to continue the previous topic. I like your analogy very much. Indeed, birds are born to fly. But in a distant past, their ancestors could only gaze at the sky and they saw that faraway ray of light from above the heavens, piercing through the clouds and blanketing the earth. And so, time and time again, generation after generation, the birds spread their wings and took to the sky, attempting to touch its ceiling, all because the sun was there. Then, what if the last bird finally soars into the sky, only to realize at the end of the... Then why, exactly, do we even walk towards the light?
Long time no see. Having fun on Penacony? Acheron?
This voice, it's not constant.
Though I don't know exactly what you are, or what you're up to, my bullets will find you. Until then, you best find a casket store on Penacony and...
Imposter? I see. She gave my whereabouts to someone who's tracking Acheron too. Who are you?
Huh? Did I make a mistake?
I'm the Garden of Recollection's memo keeper.
Not bad. This is the kind of tough challenge I like. You that imposter's bodyguard?
I don't know what you're talking about, but you know Acheron, the Galaxy Ranger, yes? I have something to ask you.
Are you asking?
Not quite. I only want to ask, how exactly did she become a Galaxy Ranger? She's clearly not a path strider of the hunt, but...
Sure. Never thought I'd come across an ally. Well... I'll be honest. unpin that lady's past? Well, nobody knows is an emanator who should not exist.
You look pale. I thought this was exactly what you wanted. After all, just tell me if you can.
So, the genius of the Council of Munden.
Yes, and I'm...
Great. Then tell your people that Aventurine is...
Oh, you've got a lot of nerve. How...
My conversation with Sunday convinced me that there's a traitor in the family. They hold the secrets. I even managed to recover the gift money.
Sounds like a very elaborate way.
That's all I can say. Have you forgotten, Doctor? You, but go. Do what you must. I will follow to the side of the IPC fleet surrounding Penacony. You've achieved what you desired, haven't you?
That's true, but...
Well, who knows? Maybe that's why I'm handing out cash even when I'm about to bite the dust.
You are indeed a gambler.
Maybe I am. Who knows?
Fine. Here, take this.
What's this? Medical? You kept asking me to solve a case without giving a single clue. How typical. But the way you're all on edge about that stowaway.